Welcome back, everybody, to Star Trek Online. I am your host, the Housecoat the Gamer.
And I am Takeshi Yamato, and I am needing to get in here, and I am having a little bit of an issue because this character was not meant for mission stuff. This was just STFs and patrols and such, and fleet work. And so I'm needing to to do missions to get into all these regions.
Fortunately, I can help with that.
All right, I can skip cutscenes at least.
Well, I am beaming to Joint Dyson Command,
Right,
which is having a patching issue.
I will catch up to you as soon as possible.
Well, it just patched.
Wait. So you're... Yeah, I'm just running through all the mission bits.
Regardless, welcome to the Dyson Sphere. Technically,
Yes.
it's a Dyson shell, but
That's what it's called. The official term is a Dyson Sphere.
at least in Star Trek. The actual title would be a Dyson shell. A sphere is a loose construction. This is solid.
Yeah. Cannot skip this one.
Just means I'll be giving you a hand.
Together toward a common goal.
And I actually get to get rid of these contested zone things. I actually skipped these missions because they were kind of pointless. After all, they're only an introduction to the zone. Now, the Allied Zone has a few alert missions. An ion stream mission where you have to collect ion charges.
Yeah, I'm still going through the cutscene. I cannot skip this cutscene.
A minefield breach where the Voths try to get through, and issues at the supply depot. Which, just like New Romulus from yesterday, I mention it, and then it happens.
Alright, supply woes.
Like I said, I mention that it happens, and it happens. The Voth are making an incursion through the minefield.
Right. I will just go ahead and beam up. I'll skip the supply woes mission and go for... I'll skip through to the... I'll skip through the missions in the journal until I get to the Battlezone one.
Alrighty then. Meanwhile, I will show...
I can't skip, so I need to do supply woes.
You do that, I will handle some Battlezone combat. I suspect that's what our viewers actually want to see.
Yeah. I will catch up to you as soon as possible.
Regardless, this is, well, how I've set up my glorious little Battlecruiser. It's not the most agile ship in the universe. I really don't need the mines, I just need to kill them. I don't think they're happy with me.
Fair enough.
But yeah, you just have to blow up Voth. I never really spend much time in the battle zone unless it's for endeavors. But you can also perform duty officer assignments here if that's your fancy. I will be demonstrating how the duty officer works in far more detail later.
Right, we might even have a specific vid for that.
Yeah, I will. But that's the basics of this area of the battle zone.
Okay, I'm heading over to the ion stream area.
And while he does that, I get to blow up more Voth. Gonna fully admit, I am not exactly a fan of what they did with the Mirror Galaxy. Because that is literally what this is. But it's a unique boat. I may also have to redo all of my reviews. Bring them up to snuff.
I would be willing to help with some of those. Let's see. Stream discharge.
Arg, he's turning my DPS against me.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things the Voth do. They have these shields that when they pop up, if you fire into that arc,
it turns into a beam overload that hits you.
Yeah.
Oh, I may as well comment on that. As this is the Dyson battle zone, you get Dyson marks.
Yes. Which gives you Dyson equipment.
Which I've never really bothered trying to get. Mostly because the cybernetic implants, the elite marks, are not exactly easy to get.
Yeah.
In fact, they're quite infuriating in many cases. Still, this was the easiest way to get them until rather recently with, well, Mark 14 equipment. Though Mark 15 in my case, because I want everything to die.
Yeah.
Ah, there he is.
Yep, I'm coming up to the minefield where I need to scan 3 disabled mines.
I really wish they made the pylons on these Galaxy variants thicker. It just doesn't look secure.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, the Cygnus looks like an updated version of the original Tier 4 cruiser from back in the day. Before this game even went to alpha. But still, you could make those pylons thicker just to You can preserve the entire language even if you do make the pylons thick.
Alright, episodes, Dyson. Can I skip? Yes, I can skip. Omega standoff. Here we go. Ground war.
And I just leveled up. Fortunately, I am not skipping these missions. I've never actually done them.
This is the contested zone. Our
All it is
forces
just
here
cutscenes.
are in a constant conflict with the Voth.
Yeah.
There are 5 fronts in the zone, and each of them need your help.
But yeah,
Here, we are
just for this character and for the sake of this vid, I'm skipping wherever possible.
I would advise you help only if you have other starships to provide support.
I'm heading
in the center of the
for
contested zone is the Battlezone.
that big tower with that big four towered arch thing.
Make no mistake about this.
Because
the contested zone is an active conflict. Be careful out there.
Ground, because that is where you can beam down to the Dyson ground battle zone.
If anyone wanted to view that cutscene without commentary, I believe my Klingon Romulan one has a completely voiceless run of that cutscene. Anywho, up here you have to secure towers, which will give you further control over this battle space.
Alright, enter ground battle zone. I will wait for you in the, okay, looks like I'm waiting on team. Okay, here we go.
As I was saying, I believe my Klingon Romulan has a complete set.
This is the Voth battle zone. Our goal is to take control of at least one Omega particle silo. Here's how we do it. This is a map of the battle zone. There are 3 regions, each made up of multiple capture points. When the Voth hold a capture point, it is red. When we take control of a capture point, it will change to blue. Capturing points advances us towards our goal, represented by this meter. When it is full, we can make our final push to stop the Voth at the Omega particle silos. We must capture at least one of these silos to claim this battle zone for the Alliance. Good luck.
Yes. Welcome to the ground battle zone. We'll be spending a few minutes down here exploring the place before we decide to deal with some stuff in the tower zone. But our biggest and most annoying... Where the hell are you?
Oh, I'm... Let's see, there we go.
There are 3 zones. The central area is always under your control. This is the city. You can guess why.
Yes.
Yeah, force a habit, I always come here first, especially when dealing with my universal endeavors. Here is an artillery park. You have to shut those down in order to shut that down. Once you've got all 5 of them shut down, a Voth heavy mech unit will drop from the sky, and I was describing how you do it. I wasn't actually going to go through with it.
Oh.
Or was that somebody else?
Well, I'm sort of working through the this particular little generator thing.
Demonstration?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how you do it. And all you have to do is do that 5 times over. With a...
Yeah.
Well, this. Yeah, be aware, there are swarmers all over the goddamn place.
Yep. They have standard anti-proton beams, while the Voth have their own unique weapons.
Fortunately, I have the ultimate anti-everything weapon.
The Thompson. I have that too.
Well, I don't have just the Thompson. I also have the covert assault drone. If I want everything dead, it will die. This is a comms relay. Basically a capture the flag style area.
Yeah.
All you have to do is stand in the circle, which we are not going to do because we're not really spending all that much time here.
Right.
This is just an overview of the freaking area.
Yes.
I mean, we might have to engage in combat, and we might help take a zone. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is my least favorite type. Generator control.
Yeah.
Remember those mechs I mentioned earlier? That's one of them. Ceratopsid. Fun fact, these aliens are in fact evolved dinosaurs from Earth.
Yeah. And they have standard dinosaur type enemies units that function as support, and they've got guns on their heads. And the dinos have guns on their heads.
Ah, you know who I see? One of the Wanderers. I'ma kill him. Because I want revenge. This guy kills me a lot, and I want him to die.
You got him.
And that is how you take down a general. There are other ones, some named Inquisitors, others, you know.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe there's another one. Oh. That's right, transporter relays. I believe this is a transporter zone. Yeesh. Lag.
Yeah.
No, that's a comm relay. There are a lot of those.
Yeah.
There is a transporter zone. They're the smallest.
Oh, I see where it is on the map. We need to turn around. We need to do a 180 and go this way.
Now, all of these little zones are somewhat disconnected.
Right, follow me. I'll follow the map.
And in case you're wondering what those blank spaces are,
those are the boss zones.
now, it's unlikely we are going to be... You know what? We may as well give these guys a hand to capture this zone.
Yep.
Zone capture complete. Whoever these guys are, they're gonna like us.
Yeah. We can use that to transport back to the central zone if we want.
Might as well do just that. Now,
Transport to command center.
there's another... The next zone up north is the park. Which is, well, parkland.
Yup.
We're just doing this to explore the zone. We are not actively helping. We will assist, but we're not helping capture the zone. That would take way too long. And this is just an overview of the general area.
Yeah. But yeah, the blank spaces on the map are boss zones. Once the rest of the zone is controlled, once the rest of the map is controlled, we will have those 3 zones unlock. And those, well, I said that the Voth have secondary support units, which are basically dinos with lasers on their heads. Well, the boss zones take that to its logical conclusion. To quote the song, "I'm a T-Rex!"
Yeah, not exactly an accurate one. Paleontologists everywhere weep.
Yeah.
But
let's see. Command center.
And now for the zone we didn't visit.
Yes, the western zone. No, eastern zone. This is the outskirts.
That or we mix them up and this is the city and that one's the outskirts. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter if we get them mixed up. They're both city areas in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, this definitely looks more city-like, though.
So the area we helped capture was in the suburbs.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, all those skyscrapers and such.
Fun fact, this is also what the Genolan Dyson Sphere looks like. If that was actually a battle zone.
Yeah. Because, fun fact, the Genolan Dyson Sphere was also made by the Iconians.
So, all of this is Iconian technology, and there's a goddamn... Oh, that's a spire. I thought that was a ship for a second. Anyway, there are multiple artillery zones. As an example, if you try and capture that comm zone, you're going to have artillery dropping on you if one of these is not disabled.
Yeah.
It is very much a grievance.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the park zone in the distance over there.
Everything is interconnected. That said, the floor box could use some work.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna insult the boys from Cryptic. This is a fairly old area, and they did a damn good job for it for 2014.
Yeah, they did a good job they did a good job for its time, but yeah, it's over 8 years old now. It needs touch-ups.
All of the older stuff does. This is not an insult.
No, it's not an insult at all. It's just... It's the way things are.
It's aged. I didn't say it aged badly, it just aged.
Yeah, it's not that it aged well, or that it aged badly. It just aged. And it could use some touch-ups to be better.
Let's put it this way, it could all use a Galaxy-esque revamp.
Alright.
And that is the entirety of the ground battle zone. Now, we're not going to bother with tower stuff. I can do that on my own time.
Yep.
After all, it's just capture the flag.
Yep.
But now, we go into a location that we couldn't access before Season 5. Well, Year 5.
Oh, I just hit the Leave Battle Zone button. Ah, Sphere Space Contested Zone. Oh, you went straight to the Space Battle Zone. Okay, let me get back to the Ground Battle Zone and I will show you.
Whoa! I am very close to an Audi.
Okay.
I am actually only a few meters away from an Audi. I nearly rammed into it.
Oh boy.
Actually, that's a pretty good size comparison between the two ships.
Okay, I am in the Undine Space Battle Zone.
Just look at that. This thing is...
This? Yeah.
Anywho, this is the Undine Battle Zone.
Yes. Once the Sphere of Influence... once the Undine event kicked in, the surface tension, they basically took over the Voth, the area that used to belong to the Voth. And they have planet killers in here.
Very big, very ugly planet killers. Zorn is not a fan of Undine technology.
Or rather, Undine biotechnology.
Same thing, really.
Yeah.
Technology's technology, whether it's made of metal or biological matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, there are only 3 types of capture zones. A Federation one, which, well, Rift Destruction. Basically, another super capture the flag sort of thing.
Yeah.
My personal favorite, mostly because it helps me with endevs, the Klingon ones, where they just have big giant guns shooting into rifts.
Yup.
They're super disruptors firing into rifts.
What's not to love?
Indeed. Now, we could help.
But we are just showing off.
One of the more unique ones is the Romulan one, which is relatively close by.
Let's see.
Relatively. Though,
Yeah.
if we stay long enough, we might just get somebody to actually complete all the captures.
Yeah.
Once, during a particular Rage Fest, I wanted to I nearly captured every zone in here by myself.
Nice. But yeah, that is the Romulan zone. That's sort of like the generator one, where you have to advance basically a singularity core along a track towards the rift.
And you have to keep the Undine from pushing it back.
Yeah,
Just like the Voth.
Yeah, you had to push something along to shut things down, and the Voth tried to shove it the other way.
To be perfectly honest, I actually prefer the space version. Mostly because space.
Yeah. Now, like the ground battle zone, once all the areas are controlled, you get 3 boss zones.
Where you have to blow up the planet killers. Kill all 3, you get a bonus. But once all 3 are dealt with, the Voth try to come in and take the damn zone.
Yeah, that's sort of a second bonus. You get like 5 minutes to kill as many Voth ships as you can. The more you kill the better your bonus at the end of that.
But yeah, that's the Dyson zone in a Dyson shell. Bad pun, yes, but accurate.
Yeah.
Now, we really could help.
But
again, this is just an overview of the zone. If you want to see me in combat, just leave a comment. Say something. That way I, or Take, can go through the entire area and kill as many Undine as you like.
Yeah.
It'll probably just be me, because...
yeah.
I'm gonna say this, Take.
Yeah.
I want that goddamn skin.
Fair enough.
I want my Terran boat, thank you very much.
Yeah, I understand.
At any rate, that's the Terran zone.
Alright, well, that's the Undine zone, the Dyson zone.
Housecoat Gaming signing off.